Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike the intern, Ned Reynolds in the studio. Thank God it's Friday. So, really scary situation at a training camp for the Chiefs yesterday. B.J. Thompson collapsing and basically carted off in an ambulance and it was a cardiac situation from what I understand.
Are you asking me a question?
Well, I just want to know, have you heard anything else? That's where I got.
Yes, he is stable, and it's cardiac arrest. This is a similar situation, although not causative agent isn't the same, but a similar situation to what happened to the player in the Buffalo Bills game. Just out and out collapsed. Why? An electrical disturbance, probably, because he's a young man and he's in great shape. He's a defensive end, didn't play very much last year, second-year guy from, I think, Stephen F. Austin, if I'm not mistaken. But B.J. Thompson he out and out collapsed. Took him out there. The Chiefs canceled the rest of their drills yesterday. These are not mandatory drills. The mandatory ones begin next week, and that's Tuesday, I believe, through Thursday. But in this case, took him out, is in stable condition. I'm sure they will get him totally stabilized, but I doubt that he plays again this year.
Man, scary stuff. Hopefully they can get to the bottom of it and he can get healthy. It's a really sad situation because, like you said, he's a young man. So much life ahead of him, in great shape. Yeah. But, sometimes the odds are against you, which really sucks. But definitely prayers and thoughts going to him and his family and definitely the team. What happened in Game 2 of the Women's College Softball National Finals yesterday?
What happened was the series came to an end. It's a best of three, and Oklahoma won again, beat Texas 8-4 in the women's softball. And this is unprecedented, folks. It is a four-peat for Oklahoma. This is the fourth straight year they have won the national championship. They are a dynasty. They're the UCLA basketball, the Connecticut basketball in women's sports. They are a dynasty, and they're playing so very well. Oklahoma defeated Texas 8-4 before a huge crowd at the Hall of Fame Stadium down in Oklahoma City. And in two-game best-of-three series, Oklahoma wins it in consecutive games, so they are the champs for a fourth straight year.
Now, it's not very common when a baseball player leaves a game after just 2 innings, but what the Cardinals saying about Hintz?
Well, John Mozeliak, who is the president of the Cardinals, but is also the chief spokesman, nobody else says anything at all other than Mr. Mozeliak, said that Tink Hintz, about whom we're talking here, left the game after the second inning because he had cramps. Now, I'm assuming that is cramps in his hand. Part of it I don't know. But he left the game, said it's not a serious situation, may have to take some time off, but regardless of that, that is what it was. It was not an injury as such. It was cramps in his hand. At least that's what they told us.
So Game 1 of the NBA Championship Finals is history, and Boston just made it look easy.
They're the dominant team. They're the favorite to win the World Championship, and they were 6.5-point picks in this one over the Dallas Mavericks in Game 1. Boston 107, Dallas 89, and I'll tell you, Kristaps Porzingis, the Finn, who is a 7'1" player and a good player. He came back into the lineup after missing the last couple of weeks with an injury. Well, he came back, and all he did was hit the Dallas Mavericks, his old team, with 20 points and a slew of rebounds and in the way with block shots. The guy was playing a terrific ball game. Now, Luka Doncic of the Mavericks did have 30 points, but he's the only one doing any real scoring. Jaylen Brown had 22 for Boston. So the Celtics win the first game. Next game is Sunday. Boston Celtics 107, Dallas Mavericks 89.
So Cardinals are at home, facing off with arguably, and well, at least in my opinion, a pretty easy team to beat. Not so fast, though.
I am very surprised. This is 4-game series, Cardinals and the Colorado Rockies, and the Rockies just simply are not a very good team. Their record is horrendous. They're all young. I don't even know half the players, or I don't even know three-quarters of them.
Players, man.
I mean, these are kids who are up there. And St. Louis out-hit them last night 8-4, but they lose the game 3-2. Now, that's the anomalies of baseball. That does happen. The Cardinals could not push across any kind of key runs, and there's what has me worried about the Cardinals. They're just inconsistent. The good teams overcome this, perhaps error in the way of things, scheme of things. But the Cardinals don't seem to, and lost this game 3-2. They have 3 more coming up tonight, tomorrow, and then on Sunday before the Pittsburgh Pirates come into St. Louis. So the final last night's the Rockies 3 and the Cardinals 2.
So yesterday also the Royals in Cleveland, they got one of the games of the series rained out. They had to win this one, though, because they're obviously they're rivals. And, in my opinion, got a big win.
They did indeed, and it was a come-from-behind win. Game is tied 3-3 in the 8th inning. The 2 outs, Adam Frazier of the Royals hits a double, and the next batter, Kyle Isbell, an RBI single, and that was the difference. The Royals bullpen held off the Guardians the rest of the way. It was Kansas City 4, Cleveland 3. Nice win for the Royals, an important one, because they'll have a whole lot more games coming up with the Guardians and the contending teams.
Hell yeah, man. What about the Springbirds? How'd they do?
Won again, and they are now a game and a half in front in the Texas Northern Division, Texas League Northern Division. Beat the Arkansas Travelers by a score of 10-6 last night. And a kid named Aaron McKeithen, who does not play a whole lot for the Cardinals, but was the designated hitter last night. 5 of the 10 RBIs.
Oh, yeah, man.
He was 3 for 4, 5 RBIs in the game. That's a pretty fair night.
Last but not least, we have the Memorial Golf Tournament happening this weekend. Who's the leader right now?
And this is a big one because it's a $20 million purse. And that means the winner gets $3,600,000. A nice little pay weekend. And as a result, all the big names are playing. They're also playing for another reason, and that's as a warm-up because the U.S. Open will begin next Thursday at Pinehurst in North Carolina. This is a good way to keep your game in shape. Furthermore, the Memorial's a good tournament. Adam Hadwin, he is a veteran pro from Canada, although he's played mostly in the United States, played for Louisville. He is the leader at 6 under par, and he is 1 shot up on 2 others. One is Colin Morikawa, really, really great player from out at the University of California. And, of course, Scotty Scheffler. They're both 5 under par. Watch out. This will be a great ending.
Always is, man. And those guys, you got to watch out as soon as they get hot. That's why it's been a pretty fun golf season so far. I haven't really been able to take that many naps, Ned. You have a great nap and weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.